Hi guys, James here. Welcome to Tibaldi Goes Model Works, and we've got an inbox review for you today. We've got Tamiya's 1/20th scale Tyrrell P34 six wheeler 1976 Japan GP, otherwise known as the Beast, with photo etch parts. So this is an old box with new parts, as Tamiya have a habit of doing. This is the 1/20th Grand Prix collection, number 58. Detailed static model display model, distinct form with 4 front and 2 rear wheels, seatbelt stickers, yada yada yada. Ready to assemble, age 14 and above. This side has obviously the 2 cars, because it has Jody Schecters on this side, and it obviously has Tyrrell licensing for the Goodyear. So that's why it hasn't got a lot of the advertising on it, because they don't do it anymore. This side basically has copyright 2009-2022 Tamiya. Another view of the tank photo etch sheet in there. Obviously the box on its end, if you can see that. So without further ado, let's open the box. Yep, I've got the instruction sheet up the top because I had a look at it earlier. Yeah, so you've got a lot of parts there, and stickers and that are down the bottom. So we'll have a look at the instruction book first, and then I'll pause it to slightly bigger than A4. Let's just make sure it's in camera. Yeah. Little bit of history of the P34. Yeah. So it's quite a bonkers idea. Do look impressive when they're running around the track. So that's that page. This page, obviously, you've got the paints required. You can tell it's a new one. It's got the LPs. So LP5, LP11, LP38, X1, X2, X4, which is gloss blue. All your tools you're going to need for your photo etch gubbins here. And then we have the fun of building a Ford engine. Or at least I think it's the Ford engine. Yes, it's the Ford engine. So obviously we'll building up the centre part there. The block. Then we're building up the cylinders here. Putting the cylinder heads on here. Obviously I think the Fords have to be picked out in silver. Obviously little bits of photo etch going on here and there. So where it's got a small circle and it says 44 and 46 on there. Then we have the nest of exhausts. So obviously the reason they look like that is the exhausts are all the same length. So also says vinyl tube, and it says cut to 30mm long. There. Obviously you have a build sequence on the kit, so you have to read it very carefully. Then we have the rear uprights. So basically the building up the brake discs. Obviously photo etch on those. Obviously brake calipers, etc. on that side, and then building up the gearbox, fitting the brakes on the outside of the gearbox. So little interesting approach. Fitting the rear axles, again fitting the suspension and your track rod ends and all that, all the gubbins on the back. Bit of tube in there, obviously attaching the oil cooler, and that's this LP5 there. Then attaching the rear bulkhead to the floor. That's got to be flat aluminium. So basically you've got to build it up as assembly and then paint it, and then put the other bits, obviously putting this of the pedals as photo etched there. And of course we've got to screw the engine to the back of the chassis. Building the front uprights. So brake discs, photo etch. Again, you've got 2 of those, obviously, and all the detail. Building the opposite side up. Fitting the front suspension. Then assembly the front suspension to the body. Putting the radiators on there, photo etch in there. Again, you've definitely got to follow the instructions here because they're saying putting decals on. So putting the front splitter on, putting the roll bar in. Again, bits of photo etch, bits of pipe work there. Making up the seat belts. Obviously they're showing a nice clear view of how the seat belts are assembled. Again, they're showing them how they're fitted to the seat. Again, fitting the seat in there. Steering wheel. Nice little basic instrument panel. Fitting some more photo etch. Again, then we've got the fit. You've got the option of putting the figure in there. Then we've got the exhaust trumpets. So not the exhaust trumpet. They're the carburetor to make it breathe. Anyway, they're a fairly distinct feature. Then again, we're building up the rear wing stay, so it's a fairly sizable bit of photo etch there. Building up the wing panels there. Obviously, you've got the option. This is the A option for the wing. Yeah, and you've got to fit all this into here, then fit that onto the back of the engine, which is showing fairly clear in the drawing there. So it looks fairly involved, but it's not. I don't think it's difficult. It's small. Again, different wing option. I think this is the I'll have to find out. Yes, Decal car. Again, filling up your covers for your engine, your wheels. Obviously the lettering. And then putting it all together. So yeah, and then we've got the 2 Decal options. We've got number 3, Jody Scheckter, or number 4, Patrick Decal. Yeah, Decal's got a conventional wing. So it's you've basically got that option quite a lot later on. If you mess up the first wing, you've got the second wing to go as a backup. So yeah. So that's that. That's the instructions. I shall pause it there and we'll open the bags. Right. This is the A sprue. Again, quite a bit of cleanup to do on the exhausts. But again, it should build up quite nicely, the engine. So some seam lines you've got to clean up. Again, it's Tamiya of a certain age, because I think this kit first came out in the 70s. This came out in 76, I believe. So you've got the Ford V8 engine there. That's the A sprue. And this big lump of blue is the B sprue. So obviously you've got the car body, the car all in one piece. Fairly nice moulding, needs a little bit of clean up. But it's all there. Little bit of sink, but those things aren't going to be shown anyway. That's one B sprue. And here's the other B sprue, which is the rest of the bits for the body or the shell. The seat. Big old bits for the fairings, the floor there, bits for the one type of wing. So yeah. Yeah, fortunately Tamiya have erased off the date that this one was made, so and this is the D sprue. Again, it has bits of the suspension, wheels, brakes, and obviously the suspension springs and dampers. All nicely made and moulded. I mean, it'll do exactly what it says on the tin when it's made. Yeah, 1977 it's got on this one. So I said 76, so 77 is pretty much the right date. This is the other part of the sprue. This is the other part of the C sprue. Again, the radiators, the wheel hubs, the cylinder heads there with Ford on them. Again, the car is pretty clean. Again, 1977. So it's pretty impressive, that one. And here we go. This is the fun one. I left this in the bag because it's chrome parts. Again, whether you strip it and paint them, it's up to you. But yeah. I think I'd dump it in some. I'll try it in bleach to strip chrome off those. So yeah, interesting. Then obviously the driver. Again, that says 1979 on the tool for that one. So it doesn't look too bad. Again, no feet on him. Oh dear. And we have the fairly sizable sheet of photo etch, which has all the wing parts on for the for Jody Scheckter's car. The brake discs. So hopefully this stuff should be fairly forgiving to manipulate, especially this bit. It looks incredible. There. Sorry if you get a bit of shine off that, but I won't take it out of the bag because I don't want to damage it. So fine. Don't try this at home, kiddos. I haven't forgotten the wheels. They're sitting over here. Let's get the Decal. So, oh yes, we've got all the Goodyear ones there, and all the other stuff. Again, feels quite thick, but hopefully they should go on quite nicely. I mean, they're not. So yeah. And then we have the seat belts. They say, I think they're card or sticky. Yeah, they're card. So you've got your seat belts there. Tell you what. I'll put them in the instruction booklet because it'll be safer there in the bag. And then finally, we have the tyres. Again, got Goodyear on them. All the poly caps are on the wheels on here. They're thick, chunky rubber. Again, they've got a seam line on them, so obviously sand them down. I won't open this bag because there's bits of pipe work in here, so I don't want to lose it. Obviously the big tyres are in there. Nice, lots of seam to deal with. 2 lots of vinyl hoses. Yeah, should be fun. So that's a quick inbox review of Tamiya's 1/20th scale Tyrrell P34, aka the Beast. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye for now.